Hey guys, it's Nate. I'm just here to show you my little build video on my YJ, 1990 25 YJ. Love this thing. It's super cool. I bought it when it was completely stock. I've done a little bit of work to it here and there. I've had it for about a year. It's not perfect by any means. I still need to do a lot of stuff, slash want to do a lot of stuff to it. But realistically, it gets driven. Sorry, I can't speak English today. Gets driven about 4 times a week, so it's practically a daily driver. I mean, the thing's great, decent gas mileage compared to my Tahoe, anyway. Probably I want to say it's getting about 15 to 16, not too shabby. We'll go ahead and start at the front here. I think this hood had some sort of Bondo work done to it at one point in time in this general area. So it was completely, paint was gone in this area, white, looked like old Bondo. So I just threw some Line-X in a can over it because I use that stuff way too much. eBay headlights, I think they were like 20 bucks. They were like the cheapest headlights I could find. Honestly, normally I don't like to go cheap with lights, but I decided to give it a shot. Like, if they don't work, whatever, it's 20 bucks. They've been great. Like, honestly, these things are awesome. The only thing I don't like about them, and I forget the brands, sorry about that, guys. I don't know if you can see, but it's like they got some sort of coating on the inside of these. You can kind of see right there. Anyway, not a big deal. They don't affect the performance of the lights at all. Blacked out turn signals. I think I got those from Quadratech. Whatever. They just look cool. I may end up taking these out and putting in LED pods since I do have LED turn signals right here. We'll figure that out later. This is the stock bumper, actually. I trimmed this much off. I didn't like how far it stuck out into the wheel well, to be honest. Especially with only being on 31s, it helps with some approach angle if I want to go wheeling, whatever. But I capped these off. Clevis mounts, push bar with, you guessed it, eBay special light bar. Winch plate, I will probably end up getting a Harbor Freight winch. Seems like they've kind of stepped their game up a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Lift kit, it's about 3-inch total. I have these boomerang shackles. I believe they're from Rough Country, if I remember correctly. So got those. This is the Super Ride, Super Lift, whatever that company is. Anyway, they ride great. A lot of negative reviews on those guys. I didn't have too hard of a time putting them together, besides getting out some of those back bushings from the stock set. Obviously, over 20 years old, you're gonna have some issues with that. But ride's great, much better than the stock leaf springs. Super flexy, which is great. I gotta get some extended brake lines so I can actually flex it out all the way when I'm on the trails because these are still stock. So I'll get some steel braided. Clean the frame up a little bit. It was just old paint. So that looks pretty good now. I got some fender liners on the way. I forget the brand. I'm gonna have to look it up. When I get them, I'll do a short install video. Shouldn't take too long. But since these are aftermarket fenders, eBay special, like 180 bucks. I like them. They're stout, not too bad. Gives me the look I'm going for. Yeah, I'll make a video on those. 31-inch Corsa all-terrains, kind of beefy all-terrains. Obviously nothing crazy, but camera doesn't do a whole lot of justice. They're nice. I like them. They do good in the snow, decent in the mud. Unfortunately, I've had to take them in the mud. Stock rims. What else do we have here? Previous owner did a new windshield seal, which is always a nice thing. I believe these are Smitty built rear fenders, I want to say. My plastic ones I had looked terrible, so I replaced those. Obviously, same setup in the rear with the shackles. Let's see here. I swapped those out for grade 8 going into the frame. Obviously, I have my T-case drop, which I put new bolts in. Super strong. I did a little rear bumper here. Nothing too crazy. I just wanted to put something on that bumper subframe. I actually don't like this plate. I'm gonna take that off, do a new one, and I'm gonna dimple dye it so it'll look real cool. If you're not familiar with dimple dyes, it's the machined holes that give that real nice look. I'll show you. I have something inside I dimple dyed. But I got a rust spot I'm gonna have to fix. I will probably end up doing that today. Cut that out, put some new sheet metal in there, make it look all pretty. And then when I get my rock sliders, I think I'm gonna build a set. I don't know if I'm gonna buy them. Those will cover it as well. So good to know, good to know. What else do we have? Oh, Rough Country shocks. Not the best shocks ever, obviously. They're Rough Country. Not the best shocks for this particular Jeep. I wish I would have gotten just oil shocks. The nitrogen charge probably leaves a little more to be desired as far as ride goes, but they work. The original shocks I took off and I compressed and just a dusty rust cloud. So those shocks were completely done. Same thing with the old steering stabilizer. I did do Rough Country on that. No issues with that. I like that. That works great. As far as the interior goes, I haven't done a whole lot, really. So is the original seats. As far as I know, original doors since they match. King straps on the door. Works for me. I did new speakers in the dash. This is what dimple dyeing is. Now that you're familiar with that, you understand what I'm going to do to the rear bumper. So, kind of cool. I really like it. Just gives it strength. Makes it look kind of cool. But anyway, lie next to the floor. I actually use the roll-on stuff from like AutoZone or O'Reilly's. It's obviously super dirty right now, but it does great. It's awesome. I love it. I don't have a center console right now. Not sure if I'm gonna get one. Our dog likes to ride with us, and it's real easy for him to jump onto the seat and just through here. Also, whenever I have anybody riding in the back seat, they can actually climb through and get in there. So it actually works out pretty decent. Unknown on the miles of this thing. Pretty clean interior for the most part, though. I don't have any complaints about the interior. I think that's about it, guys. Let's see. Do I have anything else to show you? No, I think that's about it. I like it. It's cool. It's a fun little Jeep. Does great off-road. We've gone on a lot of exploration trips with this thing. I did have a side-by-side for a while, which was fun, but just got kind of old towing it everywhere. So this is obviously road legal. We drive it everywhere. We can drive it to the trail. I would like to trailer it at some point. Once I get, obviously, maybe go full widths, 37s, engine swap, but that's way farther down the road. This thing does great for what I need right now. I don't even think I need all that stuff I just mentioned. In my area, I don't have anything like Rubicon or anything. It's a lot of Forest Service roads, and there are some good trails, some tight trails. But really, I haven't found anything I have not been able to hit with 31s that I used to hit on 35s. So it works great, man. I love it. Go and like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. This is my first YouTube video in years. I think I did one when I was like a teenager. So yeah, don't hate too hard. I will post some videos here shortly on little things I do, fabrication, new parts, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, thanks guys.